generative AI has opened up a lot of new business questions and scientific questions that we were not asking before because there was no solution before. So the questions that we had, the scientific and business questions we had for classical AI, which is, well, okay, I have this data now. I give me some prediction. How is the system going to evolve, etc. Right? That is those questions are still there, that they still need to be solved. But what's happened now is that we have a lot of the data in the documents, a lot of this unstructured data. And now all of a sudden, there can be a lot of use cases that can be formed to answer those. Classical AI wasn't really dealing with that. Yes, there was some natural language processing, but there were limitations to that. Now, all of a sudden, we're just a very different league. All of a sudden.
I think it's fascinating what you said. Hey, classic AI was working on a much more of a structured problem set where the data sets are more formed and normed. And now generative AI is working on these documents where there's a huge variety of unstructured documents. So if you were to pick each of these different functional areas, as you said, you're working in commercial and clinical, which are both document rich, both with lots of unstructured data. Let's pick a segment and then walk me through what would be the classic applications of this Gen AI? Let's pick medical affairs or commercial or clinical, and just let's walk the audience through how do you go about applying this Gen AI to that particular workflow?
Yeah. So let's take an example of commercial. So in commercial, when we look at market research, there's a lot of when market research is done, there is a lot of insights that get generated. A lot of times, you just get one PowerPoint. That's it. That's the end of it, right? So with Gen AI, you can have those insights. You can ask questions about those insights. You can go much deeper into that. In general, we have a lot of brand strategy documents. We have a lot of different documents. We can now start asking insightful questions about that, which are helpful for marketers to understand more about the disease areas. But then also when you have the sales reps who are going to the healthcare providers and they get questions asked, instead of memorizing everything there, the sales reps can ask questions about insights from whatever the approved material is, right? So that's a lot of about like what I would call like generating insights. So that's one aspect. A lot of documents that are there, even in market access, the global value dossier. It's always good to get insights when you don't have to go through hundreds of pages of documents. You can just ask questions. So that's one big area, the insight generation.